You know, as a society, we really need to wake up from this fairy tale spell that we have been put under, because the evolutionary reality, right, is that we need to stop pretending that modern society has outrun biology. Because in 95% of the mammalian world, 95%, the mother is the only caregiver and the only protector. Do you know why? Because nature knows a truth we've been trying to avoid, right? That the den is a sacred place and female governed, a female governed sanctuary, and for a reason. Because in the wild, a mother doesn't just trust that a male coming in isn't going to harm her young. She assumes that a threat might be possible. So she's standing there at the mouth of that den with her teeth bared because she has 100% biological certainty that those offspring are hers. Hers alone. She is the only true all-in for their survival. Now, the human anomaly, right, is that we as humans are that 5%. We've been put under a fairy tale spell that tells us we should invite the world into our nursery. We bring in the nice guys, the family friends, the coaches, the teachers, the neighbors. We let our children spend the night, and we do it with almost zero regard for the biological safety of our children. Now, when these kids start reaching like puberty, right, there's a whole new can of worms that opens up, because these men love that energy. They can smell it. So we have to be aware, because we've traded our guarding instinct, right, for this illusion, this spell. And we've been told that being a good mom means being, right, open, wide, trusting. But while we're busy being inclusive, our children are being devoured. Between the normalization they see on the screens and the sexual grooming happening in our own homes, in their living rooms, our kids are under siege. So breaking the spell, the CSA reality, this isn't about being mean or antisocial. It's about the fact that 90% of child sex abuse is committed by someone the family knows and trusts. That trust is the predator's greatest weapon. They rely on the fact that you've been trained to trust family. They rely on the fact that you're too afraid to ask those hard questions or set those hard boundaries. They're counting on mom staying asleep. They're counting on the fairy tale spell that says it couldn't happen in my circle. Family is safe, but the inner circle is exactly where they hide. Look at your child. Really look at them. If you aren't the primary shield standing at the door of that den, if you aren't the one watching the shadows while everyone else is playing, who is? It's time to snap out of this spell. It's 1 in 3 children, right? 1 in 3. It's time to realize that your child's safety is worth more than any adult's feelings, career, namesake, even his. So stop being the nice guy and the target, and start being that mom who's going to fight for them, right? Who's going to say, no one is going to harm my children. We need to wake up.